Hello. How's it going? Sorry, I just took a bite and decided to start talking like an idiot. I'm trying to remember where I was last time. I think I was trying to get this stupid what's it called? The tile map. That's what I was doing. Tile map. I remember what I was doing. Get Aseprite going. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. Oh no. Where's my oh, did I forget to I forgot to launch Drive. I really want to get this to be refresh and reload skin. So how do I change the skin? I think that's what I need to Google. That's what I'm going to do, because all this white and gray is making my eyes hurt just looking at it, and it's not even right in front of my face like it usually is. No, that's not what I meant to do. Someone outside is very upset about something. Oh, and my dude's not. Why is my dude not? Why are you not working? Are you not working? You are working. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Right? Why is that blinking out? Okay. As you can tell, I am super prepared today. I may have stayed up way too late last night doing random stuff that I didn't need to be doing, and now I'm just tired and slightly out of sorts, ruffled. Oh, right. I needed to put a pixel border on this. You know what? I'm gonna try and do this in Aseprite. I'm gonna try to figure this out because it shouldn't be that hard, right? It's a art app. You can do similar things in all art apps, right? So, sprite, canvas size. So we're gonna go for the middle, and we have a 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. So it's gonna be 324. Or that was width, but that's still the same thing. And then 6. Okay, that actually wasn't that hard. So now, where's my preview? Why does it zoom the preview? That's dumb. Oh, I don't think it does. It just moves it around. Yeah, it just moves it around. Can I lock that? There we go. Now it doesn't move. That's what I want. I want to be able to see what it's going to look like. So we want to do what, 36? Yeah, that's right. Well, the vertical ones do. There we go. So now we have these guides that kind of keep us in line, and a background layer that we can use as a reference. I don't want it to look just like this. I don't want to be this clean. I don't want to be this clean because I want it to be like Slimy. Get my old palette back. This one. Wait, what? What just happened? Right. Because this palette serves as the index for the image. So if you have it as indexed color mode, it'll try to replace the colors, the closest colors. I don't want that. Let's set it to RGB. And it can have all the colors of the rainbow. Roy G. Biv. What am I doing? Load palette. Hey, there we go. I'm gonna save as default. Just for now. So I keep muting myself because I'm eating. And there's like metal against ceramic. It's probably loud and annoying. I apologize. Okay. Let's lock that layer so we don't accidentally do stuff. call it light. New layer. So what I could do is actually delete that, duplicate that, call it slums, unlock it. Now we can lock alpha, and it won't go into that the gap space. So what I could do is onion frame it. Onion skin, show onion skin. So if we do that, what does that look like? I can't tell the difference between the onion skin and the not onion skinned. Oops. Well, oops. We're gonna do one of these. Being able to use pressure to do hatching is really going to, like, dithering, I mean. It's really going to change the way I draw. I have to be very specific about how heavy I push to get a certain pattern. If I'm not careful, it does that. I can't do anything about it. So let's just turn that off for now. Is this the right color that I want? This is a darker brown, right? Or did I want this? That's really light. Those are the same color. Right? Why do I have two of the same color? Get out of here. Are these the same color? Yeah, I guess they are. But yeah, I do want this to be darker and then in the middle. So I guess I could just do one of these. Come on. Just kind of give it a clean coat. I don't really know what the fricking onion skin does because it doesn't look like it's showing anything. I might just have to, like, is there a opacity? Yeah, just like do one of these just to kind of see it. Yeah, turn the onion skin off. Get rid of this so I don't get confused about where I'm supposed to be doing my work. Alright. So now the hard part. Making it look good. Excuse me. So here's an interesting point, right? If I make these corners more rounded, it'll look closer to like this like dirty edge that I want, but then I would need to, I don't think that would work with the tile map in Godot. I think that might cause issues. I think I might have to leave it square like this, which kind of sucks. I'll leave it square for now, just so I don't have to like go back and do it later. But I might see if I can work that, figure out how to make that better. I'm not, this is a problem, because I'm not following the exact, like it's easy to make these join. But because it, like, I guess they don't need to like fit exactly. It can be a little higgledy-piggledy, ooey-gooey. Yeah, I think I might keep it solid where it's solid here, and just have this be kind of like just some like dirt and stuff along the edges, but it doesn't need to like match up perfectly. So this part should be solid to make it look like it matches up, and then this part can be less or more so. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. Good idea, me. Thanks, me. I don't want this to be perfect, right? I don't want to get stuck in the idea that, oh, if it doesn't match exactly, it's not going to be good enough or whatever. I want it to be more like, yeah, it's got character. Should I? If I do this, does that? That's interesting. Nope, I don't want that. I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like a soft tap to make it darker. That seems dumb to me. Oh no! That did something I wasn't expecting. What? What? Why is it only... Wait. Oh, I accidentally hit Shift S while I was fumbling with my keyboard. I'm not actually looking at my keyboard. I can't see my keyboard. I got the mic and the tablet in the way, and it just hit buttons sometimes. I guess I could just make this a little... I don't know if this dithering looks good or not. Having it be kind of throughout rather than just the edges. I kind of feel like I need to see how this looks in game before I can really make any decisions on whether or not it looks good or not. Oops. That was too much. Too much. I want to actually file, save as. Yeah, that one. All right. I don't know when I would use these circular ones. What does this say? I think I'm making this too light. I don't know. I don't know. Need to stare at it for a minute. Alright. I've stared at this long enough. I don't know if it's... Oh, shit balls. I dropped my pen. I dropped my stylus. Alright. Let's do this. Let's just get this done. I guess I could have used the original as like a placeholder, but I don't know. I want to learn Aseprite. So let's put this opacity back up to 100%, so we can actually see what these look like. Start making some real decisions now that we have the basic structure. And just looking at the preview, I'm actually pretty happy with this. There's definitely some places that can be improved. Like, this is really good. I like that. I want to make everything else kind of like this. Right. So a little bit more here. Did that too much. No, stop it. Problem is with the dithering, because it's not reversing the dithering when I use the other color, it doesn't look right. It gives a weird pattern. Okay. Alright, you know what? I think that's good enough for now. I'm going to put it in the game and see how it looks and adjust from there, because that is one of the benefits of being a solo dev. Well, maybe the only benefit is that I don't need to go back to the artist and be like, hey, can you change this? Can you make this look like this? I can just do it. Let's just do this real quick. Boop, 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 boop. I mean, it is drastically different, which I appreciate. Alright, let's go put this in Godot. Gotta open up Godot. I don't need to open up the dough. I need to open up Godot. Ah, you're dumb. Alright. I don't think I enunciate enough for... Why did it move it over here? For these captions. I think I mumble my words too much and the captions get confused. Alright. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to adjust my taskbar. Bloop. Okay. Oh, but now I have to go adjust my window. Here we go. That's better. A mí me gusta mucho. Oh, speaking Spanish. The captions didn't like that. I don't know. Captions are a new thing for me. It's a fun little new toy that I like watching it go. So, I have these like color bars, they're at Color Rex here currently, and I want to replace all of these with the tile map. So I think I need to go look that up. Let's look at this. Let's take a look. Reading the documentation. Alright. Specifying a tile set. So I need to go using tile sets. Yes, this is what I want. Large levels. Basically, so to kind of spoil the game that I'm working on, I want to have this big, massive city that as you progress through it, you know, the first area is going to be huge, just like all these things, and as you progress, it's going to get slowly smaller and smaller and smaller for narrative reasons, but also just because it I like that feeling of like the environment's changing, right? Like you're progressing, either as you progress through the game, you're changing the environment around you, and the environment's changing around you. I think that's a good feeling. Alright, so let's create a new, using tile sheet demonstration, create a new tile map node, and then select and create a new tile set resource in the spec inspector. Okay. I might have to put, I know this is really sad, but you guys can't look at the documentation with me anymore, because I have to like do what it's telling me to do. Okay. Trying to make sure I don't cover up chat, so in case someone ever decides to come in and talk, I won't miss it. So I want to create a new tile map node, select it, and create a new tile set resource in the inspector. So I need to create a new tile map node. I'm guessing I'm doing this in the scene. Okay, tile set, new tile set. Bottom tab to add one. Tile set, bottom tab. Set bottom tab. Here we go. Okay. Click on the value to unfold it. Excuse me? Square. Oh, here we go. I'm like, what do you mean unfold it? Tile shape is square. Do they have Squircle? No. I was hopeful. After creating tile solutions, click the value in the folder inspector. So we need to adjust the tile layout, tile offset axis. I don't want to do 64 by 64. I want to do 32 by 32 because that's what I set my tile set to be. Don't tell me what I want. You must set the tile size before creating the atlas. The atlas will determine. Interesting. Interesting. So if I put this here, no, I want it to go there. Okay. Sorry, I'm rearranging windows here so I can still see stuff. There we go. I can still see. There we go. Alright. What's I doing? This will determine which tiles from the tile sheet can be added to the tile map node, as not every part of the image may be a valid tile. Tile set panel at the bottom. On the plus icon, add a new atlas. Okay. Oh, I need to put this in the repo. So what I would like to do is move that file. Is it here? Nope. Is it here? I'm trying to find my files. I have lost them. Let's go in here and just no, not that. This. No, not that. Dang it. I'm so... Oh, I didn't export it, that's why. I'm like, why can't I find the right file? File. Export as spreadsheet. No. File. Export as selected layers. Sure. All right. Images, slooms. Tiles and none. Sure. I don't want to do that. Margin separation is 2. 2. 2. 2. Wait, is it 4? Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. How do I... How do I remove this final... Okay, so those look right, I guess. That looks like it's lined up properly. I'm concerned about these tiles out here and the fact that I can't remove tiles outside the texture. Oh, that's an alternate tile. Okay. So what do... Delete. Delete. I think that's right. I don't fully understand what this over here is doing. What does this button do? Center view. Shift to create big tiles. I don't think I think it's good. Interesting, okay. And when I click on this, it doesn't do anything, so I'm guessing these tiles over here don't count? Okay, let's go look at this documentation. Relying on automatic tiles, after creating an atlas, you must assign tile sheet texture to it. This can be done. Yeah, I did that. Oh, there's an eraser tool? What? Oh, there it is. Oops. Okay, cool. Choose delete. Okay. If you wish to source tiles from a different tile sheet. Okay, I don't want to do that for now. Let's use texture too. I will be right back. Well, I would be right back if my thingy was working. Whatever. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. It was a sudden rainstorm. And I had to go shut windows and move plants and stuff. So, what I think I want to do here changing texture margin, separation, and region size. What am I doing? I got completely distracted by the rain. What just happened? What is going on? I'm confused. All right. What am I doing? Semantics and creating a scene. Oh, oh, did I? Was I supposed to do this? Wait. I'm confused. How was I supposed to do this? Creating an atlas, you must assign a task to it. Okay, I have a tile map. I have this How do I put it in my scene? Adjust it on the atlas. Oh. Whatever. Create a scene containing CPU particles 2D root node. Okay, so and now I can add this to the one second. Sorry, I had a phone call. I never get phone calls. That was weird. So something's happened here. I've clicked a button. Oh, that's interesting. And I want to not do that. So this, okay. How do I... Okay, so I was on tile map. That's okay. These two screens look very similar, and I was very confused. So I want to put the scenes collection, drag and drop scenes, particles. And we'll just call this. What are we calling this? What are we calling this? It's a particles scene. Where did that go? Just call it my particles. Sure. And then select this scene in the right column, and then scene is particles. What is happening? What? Open dialogue. So, creating physics layer in the tile set resource. So let's just try, because I think that does it, right? Like that's giving me the basic idea. So let's get rid of this. What am I doing? Deleting nodes. Yes. Get out of here. Delete nodes. Okay. So now we have this. We just have the two things. We have the Hello World text box and the player and the tile map. So now if we go to tile map, and then we can paint. No, I want to paint with this. So how do I make it auto tiling now? Because I don't want to have to pick tiles. Section of tile set atlas editor. So now we have physics. Physics layer 0. God, this is too small. So physics layer 0. So if we press F, oh, it just fills the whole thing. Can I? Oh. F. So the only ones that we want to make different is these, right? So we're going to want to do some weird stuff. Is there, can I do, oh, didn't mean to do that. So if we clear that, what does this do? What does this do? What does this button do? I don't understand. Oh. Hi, Baku Glock. Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to do tile maps. I have been creating pixel art for years. Trying to remember. I think the first pixel art I made was when I was 14. I did a Marvin the Martian pixel art on my mom's computer. So I'm currently 39. So a while. But welcome. Thanks for following and joining the stream. Yeah, I'm currently like I know how to do pixel art, but I'm learning Aseprite and I'm learning Godot, and I'm trying to make my own game. And I'm reading the documentation while I try to do stuff. Yeah, getting lost in the moment. Problem is, I also have my windows arranged in a way that I don't always see chat when it pops up. So let me try rearranging stuff and see if it helps. Alright, I think that should be better, so I'll actually be able to see whenever someone says something in chat. The other thing is I also have, I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube right now, which is a first for me. So I'm learning a lot of new things. Pixel art is one of the few things that I'm actually feel comfortable in. But yeah, yeah, it can be difficult if you don't fully, if you're not used to like the concepts. Like there's making sure you get the colors right and the lines right. It's really it can be time consuming for sure, but I enjoy it. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to make this tile map work. So I have the tile map. I'm just gonna put one of these down here. How do I do this? Here we go. So I'm just gonna boop 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 boop. And I just want to see if this works. Oh. That's not good. Oh. Just took a second. Yeah, tedious for sure. It can be super tedious to have to like draw pixels over and over and over again. That's where like Aseprite really does help, and I wish I had used it before. So let me go to my, just make a new, sure. So what Aseprite does that's pretty cool is that it gives you the ability to do automatic dithering, which is like the why is this not working? I need bigger. Huh. All right, I'll be here. For some reason, I have lost all ability to draw. I thought I turned that off. Oh, I want to do simple link. That's right. So, yeah, Aseprite gives you the ability to kind of like do these dithering patterns, which is really cool. Of, you know, you get to choose how. It's kind of like a gradient, but it's just the pixels being separated by space. I don't know. I like it. And it also has like a separate like smoothing tool that if you don't want the dithering and you want it to actually look like just a pixelated picture, you can do that. What is this? Contour tool? I don't even know what this does. Never use it. So yeah, that's something I'm learning right now. Yeah. Did that? I'm getting errors. Why am I getting errors? Cannot tile says out of space tile cover. I don't understand. Oh yeah, Blender's good. Video editing is, I feel like, just as tedious as pixel art, to be honest with you. I have a hard time with video editing. Here, I can, I have some experience doing Blender. Let me go to, so I have a website. It's in the description or whatever. Ooh, I can hear myself. Description or whatever. Ooh, I can hear myself. Description or whatever. Oh no. I opened up my website. So yeah, it's my website, and if you go into my portfolio, I have 3D models that I made that are on Sketchfab. So, yeah, I really enjoy 3D models. 3D modeling. It's very fun for me to do stuff like that. I'm just into art. I like art. But now I'm trying to figure out what all these errors are. Granite cannot create tile, but it created the tile. The tile's here and it's sitting on it. It's working. So why is it complaining that it can't create the tile? 9, so these, I think this is, thank you. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time working on my website. I started working on that years ago as well. I don't know, time's not real. And yeah, I put all my stuff on there, all the things I work on. I've been a, why did I just lose the word? I went to school for graphic design, and I've been a web designer, and I'm currently a software engineer, and I've kind of always done games as a hobby. I play a lot of video games, obviously, but I also am making games. Yeah, it is kind of like a back to the old version of internet for sure. I don't know. I like it, but it is a little weird. Like everything is, I don't know. All the websites that people have asked me to make have been super like, I don't know, like WordPress templates and super simple and not very fun. And I mean, it's good if you want to, you know, get someone to make you money, because it's, you know, use a template and just slap it out, but it's not necessarily creative. So I'm going to, did I stop that decoder? Okay. So I need to figure out how to get rid of these tiles. Yeah, very, very business corporate for sure. Everybody wants to impress everybody else, but I don't know. What impresses me is creativity and not sticking with the crowd, not being a sheep. Yeah. Boxes are no fun to think inside of. So I gotta figure out what is going on with these. So it's, when I imported this texture, it created these extra boxes out here, and I don't know how to get rid of them. So what if I... Yeah, creativity is very important, and I don't think it's just art. I think it's important to be creative in all things, right? Like in everything that you do. Because if you're just following rules and doing exactly what you're told, you're never going to find anything new or exciting. You're just gonna be, I don't know, pushing a boulder up a hill. I want to get rid of these extra tiles out here, and I don't know how to do that. And I gotta go figure it out. I don't know. I don't know Godot as well as I want to. Boop-a-doop-doop-a-doo. I can't erase it either. Like I can erase these, but I can't erase these that are out here. Oh, hey. Woo! That shortcut didn't do what I wanted it to. Alright, I'm just gonna go through and... Alright, so this needs to go up here. So, I mean, going back to the idea of tedium, right? Like, I think anything can be tedious if you're not interested in the process. So, like with this, like I have to move these little boxes around so that they fit the images I make, and that's kind of boring and dumb, and I don't really like it. But I'm interested in seeing what happens if I do this right and put it into the game. So for instance, like if I go back to this tile map and I select this thing that I just made, will it work the way I expect it to? In that it'll actually let the character get right up to it. It does. And I still got all these stupid debugger errors. How do I get rid of these? Can I create tile? Tiles outside texture or tiles are present in the space the tile would cover. Yeah, these are all the 9, 0 through 5. And I don't know how to get rid of them. So like video editing is tedious, but when you make an effect, it turns out... Yeah, like, and then, you know, once you figure that out, once you figure out how to make that effect, it's quicker and easier the next time. So it becomes less tedious the more you do it, right? I think that's something that can make learning a new thing more difficult, but once you've learned it, it gets better. So that I fixed, that I fixed, that one I fixed. I want to have like just a circle in here, but I don't think I can. I think I just have to kind of fake it with these dots. Yep. Saving the work that was boring and dumb is definitely a pro strat for sure. Oh, you don't do that. Sorry, I misread your comment. I was trying to do two things at once. Interesting. I have always been a big proponent of automation. That's kind of how I got into coding. Was, I went to school for art, but I've been a software engineer for years because I started to automate my job when I was working at one of my previous jobs. I basically automated myself out of a job, which isn't a smart thing to do in general, but it gave me a different opportunity, and it made it to where if I know how to automate, if I know something well enough that I can automate it, that's like an achievement for me, because it's like I now know this thing so well that I can teach a machine how to do it. And that's a cool feeling, in my opinion. God, I really need to make this bigger. Make bigger. I might be getting a little pedantic with these dots, but I wanted to interact well with the tiles, and I only have to do this once. And once I do it, I can now use this tile a million times, which is kind of like a form of automation. Like, you can create a template. That's a form of automation. Yeah, that's a fair point. Doing something for a career is usually on a time crunch, unless you work hourly, right? If you work hourly, then you don't want to do things fast so you can get more money. But if you're working salary, you want to try to get things done as quickly as possible so you can get more done and just be a better employee, I guess. I kind of sick of being a better employee, to be honest with you. I would like to be able to just make video games for my living instead of having to do a full-time job, a 9 to 5. Yeah, I guess that's the difference between freelance and a corporate job. Like, freelance, you want to be quick, but if you do things too quickly, people think, well, it only took you that long, why should I have to pay you that much? And that kind of becomes a bit of contention in freelance. I've done some freelance jobs, and I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of working for anyone other than myself, to be honest with you. It's kind of a pain in the ass. What is going on? See, I can't... Let me just try saving this and restarting Godot, because I have a feeling like this is a bug that I'm hitting right now, that I can't delete these extra things. Going corporate before you go freelance is not the way it's usually done. Usually, so the job that I have right now, I started as a contractor. And then after proving myself as a contractor, basically working freelance, they hired me on full time, and then I got a promotion being a manager and things like that. And if you're trying to get that entry-level corporate job, that you're probably gonna have to start with an internship, which is not great, because some internships either don't pay, which is horrible, or they pay you very little. So you're probably gonna be able to make more money and be more successful if you go into freelance first, rather than trying to switch from corporate to freelance. Because yeah, the other thing about freelance though is like it is a hustle. Like you gotta constantly be putting yourself out there, and yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's no perfect way to do anything, but from my experience, yeah, starting with freelance and then going into corporate, honestly, doing freelance for corporations is probably the quickest way to get into a corporate job. Corporate jobs have the benefit of being stable as long as you're working for a company that's stable. But freelance is you're gonna get more money, but you'll have fewer benefits and less stability. Right? That's the trade-off. Did they disappear on their own? Hey, they disappeared on their own. Sweet. So now if I press play on this, do they just... No, I still get these stupid errors. Why are you doing this? Yeah, the only thing that's not a risk, honestly, is being born rich. If you weren't born rich, everything else is a risk. And I was not born rich. I was born very poor. I had to learn how to work my way up. Why is this... Edit. No. What? Hey, there we go. Finally gave me the option. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing of it, right? Very few people are born rich, right? So everyone's taking risks and doing the best they can, except for the people that don't have to. Hey, no more debugger errors. Nice. Alright, so now I gotta figure out how to make these tile automatically rather than having to place them individually, because this right here looks gross and I don't like it. I don't want to get rid of it. So back to the documentation. So now that I'm into this, like, what is all of this? Collisions, navigation, occlusion. I don't need to do all that. I just want to make it tile automatically. How do I do that? And so I added the collisions. What? Here we go, terrain sets. Functionality was implemented in a different form as auto tiling. Okay. Yeah, this quickly becomes tedious. Yes, it does. That's why I want to fix it. Inspector and create a new terrain set with the tile set resource. Okay, so I have to go into the terrain set. Make this smaller now. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. All right. You must create one or more terrains within the terrain set. Why is this not working? Terrains, add element. Huh, I think my keyboard is sticking, my Alt button is sticking. I'm trying to flip back, well now it's working fine. Of course, as soon as I complain about it, it fixes itself. Fuck you, keyboard. Look home train section and then assign train set ID. What? Let's create a train within the train set. In the tile set editor, switch to select mode and click a tile in the middle. Okay, so we have to assign a terrain, and -1 means that there is no terrain. Okay, so we go to tile set, select, click, terrains, 1. Okay. I think I actually, I can pixel this. Okay. So that added that one tile. You can now configure terrain peering bits. What? Terrain peering bits. Excuse me? This is so complicated. So here's the thing, like I used to make games in Unity, and I'm learning how to make them in Godot, and like this whole mess right here is way more complicated than in Unity. In Unity, basically, you would drag this thing in here and you would click a couple buttons to say this is where it was in the tile set. This is like, oh boy. Okay, so tile has bits set to 0 greater. It will appear if all its bit. So with this, we need to have a bit here and here, right? So it'd be right and bottom. Is that right? Oh, it gives us a little indicator thing. Yes, that's right. Cool. Okay, that little indicator makes a big difference. Let me try changing this color to see if it, like, yeah, so I can actually see that dang thing. Do I make it darker? Let's make it that. Okay. So now we just do that for all of these things. Sure. Train. So it would be bottom side, left side. Right side, top side. And then we do left, top. Okay. Can I just scroll it? No. So right side, left side. Top side, bottom side. Right side, left side, bottom side. Right side, left side, top side. Left side. Top side. So now we need the corners, bottom right corner and bottom side. This is okay. This is actually, once you know what you're doing, this is pretty intuitive. Bottom left. I mean, I could do like, let's just do this for now and just say boop, boop. Dang, that didn't work. What if I do this? Boop, boop. And I click on this. Hey, that worked. Boop, boop. So now I don't have to do those first two clicks. I just have to do the clicks for the sides. So this is left, bottom, top. Interesting. Now it's got these squares in the middle now like this. This I want to do as well. And these will be like one-offs that I use, right? Oh, actually, I think just these will be one-offs. Or these could be alternates of this, maybe? Because these are like the endpoints, right? So if like this ends, it would end here. But then what are these for? I guess those could be alternates for that. How do I select alternate? How does this work? I don't know. I don't know. This does feel very orange now that I'm looking at it. I think I might want to go back and put some variation in the colors. But now all I have to do is overwrite this image and I don't have to do all of that other junk again. So let's do all the other junk first. Okay, so this bottom side, this right side, this is right, top right, this is right, nope, it is not right, left, top left, and top. So So this is going to be basically everything except for the bottom right. So I like that. Same but bottom left. Can I do... Oh god. Why? All right. So this one is right. Bottom. Nope. Nope. The visual indicator actually helps a lot. It helps a lot. It makes it much easier to understand what you're doing. Top. So this is right, bottom, top. Man, I feel dumb. The documentation, oh, where'd it go? Has template examples of what a side-scrolling thing might look like. Man, I might go back and use this. Terrain peering bits visible. What does that mean? Oh, it's this lighter color. Gotcha. Okay. Outside. All right. Simply, that's right. Alright. What am I doing? I got distracted. You know what? I'm gonna take a quick break and stream for a couple hours. I will. See if this works. Why isn't this working? Alright, I gotta fix that. So I've got macro deck, right? I have this hooked up to my computer. Or I have it hooked up to my... Oh, OBS isn't connected. That's why. I figured out why it wasn't working. But I have this hooked up to my iPad so that I can, when I push this button, beep, it goes away. And then I come back. And it goes away. And I come back. And I can mute myself. So I need to figure out more of those buttons to push, but yeah, OBS needs to be connected for that thing to work. Anyways, I'll be right back. Okay. I have returned. I got me a drink. I used bathroom, did a stretch, all the things that a body needs. Where did my... Okay. Oh. Boop. Alright. Oh, Baku. Yeah. It is exactly like a virtual Stream Deck, but it's open source. I don't know if you're still here. So it's called Macro Deck. And you just connect to, as long as whatever device you want to look at it on is on the same network, you just put in the IP address and connect to it, and you can rearrange buttons and edit them and do all sorts of fun things. Here, I'll put a link in, because it is one of those things, like, I'm not going to buy a Stream Deck, because I already got enough digital devices. But it's basically like an open source version of it. Macro Deck. Google macrodeck.org. There you go. So yeah, it's good. Where'd my headphones go? There we go. Alright, so okay, I'm gonna keep going with this tiling setup shenanigans. So this is bottom, left, top, and then I guess this technically would be part of it, and it would just be nothing, right? All right. Yeah. Nope. Okay, so that one, let's just do that. I think that those are all going to be alternates, because this is going to be the one that we want. All right. Okay. Wait, was that right? Yeah. Why can't I? Right, that's an alternate. Okay. Almost done. Oh, I missed this one. Oops. Right. Top. Bottom. Right. Left. Alright. Okay, so we have all of the settings done. Save that. Let's go get rid of these. Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So if I just... No. How does this work? Oh, like that? Nope. How does that work? How does this work? How does this work? Me... Okay, well, apparently there's a faster way of doing that than the way I did it, but whatever. Creating alternative tiles. Nah, I don't want to do that. So how do I paint this terrain? Ah, here we go. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. I love that. I love it. And what's fun is that we only need a 2-block wall to keep this little roly boy from falling off the edge, because he can't jump that high. All right, so see, that doesn't match very well, and there's some weird patterns here that I want to get rid of a little bit. But yeah. Hey, look at that. I got like a working game that like you can move around. It's great. Sure. Okay. All right. And I definitely can't get over that. Definitely can't. So cool. All right, I figured out the tile sets. Awesome. Again, 2 streams in a row, I figured out what I wanted to do well before I'm done with the stream. So now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do next. What do I want to do next? I guess I could go back and tweak this tile set to be a little nicer. Oh, no worries. I mean, I'm sure you're just chilling and lurking. Nothing wrong with a little lurk. Love a lurk. So I want to vary this color palette a little bit, because right now it's a little meh. So let's do not that big. Make it smaller. So I'm gonna lock alpha. Sure, yeah, I guess that's true. I wish there was a way that I could have stream indicate to me that there's a new message so that whenever I'm lost in the thing, I can know, but I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I just don't want that noise going through the stream too, and whatever. So the problem was true. I think right now the working title for my game is BitBot. In that you get to gather bits and make your bot better as you progress, but that's a working title for now. Yeah, it's simple. It's a simple name, right? You don't want to make it too complicated. Like, sometimes complicated can be fun, right? Like, if you're watching one of those anime or reading a manga that's, like, got 1,000 words in the title. That's always fun, but like for video games, I feel like you want to keep it simple. Make it memorable and easy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's the idea, right? If you can make it something that is enjoyable for a kid and an adult, then you're doing a good job. And there's a lot of games out there that are like that, right? Like, you know, Mario and all sorts of like games that aren't, what's the word? That aren't so mature that they reduce the people that play it, right? The other thing about the game is, like, as you saw in my demo, whatever, not really a demo, prototype, I guess, like, there is going to be like a dialogue system. So I need to try to make that so it's gonna be like have a minimum age, right? Like, because if a kid can't read, they're not gonna be able to play the game. But I want to try to make the dialogue as like friendly and not not too, what's the word? Well, I'm losing my words. Kid friendly, I don't know. Not too explicit, that's the word I was looking for. Alright, I need a futz with this pressure threshold because it's like it's making it super dark as soon as I touch it to the thing. Yeah, I don't want it to be like XXX rated, whatever, M for mature. It's gonna be E for everyone game for sure, but it just, you know, you're not gonna be able to enjoy it if you have someone. I guess you could have someone reading it to you, like having an adult read it to you if you're a really young kid, but I don't know. I played a lot of games when I was really young where I didn't necessarily read the text, but I still understood what was going on. And I think I want to try to do something similar here, where even if you don't read the dialogue, you can still understand how to play and enjoy it. So again, there's this weird like pattern here where if I use two brushes, it doesn't do the right pattern, or the same pattern. Kind of gives an overlay, a moire, I guess it's called. See, like that looks very different. And what I want to do is have it be like that. Not with straight lines, because straight lines looks weird. Yeah, I'm just being too picky. All right, let's mix this up and put some different colors in here. I really want this to be very light. See, even that's too... What am I doing here? What is this? Is that even better? It's almost, you can't even tell. It's almost too light. Think about this. So, I think... I think what I want to do is I actually want to change the spray width to be a little less. There we go, that's a little more controllable. So I think this needs to be a little less intrusive. Like this feels like it's going too far out. Because this and this should be roughly the same, right? Because it's basically representing the same thing. Yeah. That looks good. Alright, let's export this and see if that looks any better. Ooh. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah. Okay. So what I want this to be. Oh, I got a window blocking chat. I can't see. What I want this to be is, okay, here's what I can do next. I want to make this so that when you get to the end of this level, you come back to this side. So it's going to be like a infinite loop. So I'm going to figure out how to do that. I have an idea. So let's go here first. Yeah, like a GIF. How do I erase this? Why is that not working? Oh. Beep. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of make a thing that goes all the way out here. It doesn't need to go very far. That's interesting. That looks like it's wrong. That was interesting. That was like a bug. So what I got to do is I got to make it so it's the same height, right? Why is it doing that? That's so weird. Whatever. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that the terrain looks almost exactly the same. So so it needs to be the size of the screen, right? There's still a little pattern there, isn't there? It's not as noticeable though. So when you get to here, so that is not wide enough to fill the whole screen. So what I want to do is make this a little bit wider. That should be all right. And make sure this goes. Right here, that's not quite, it's barely big enough. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, I just did that yesterday. I was very excited when I saw it. It looks good. Blink. Yeah, that still isn't quite right. So when it gets to here, it'll teleport you all the way back to here, is the idea. So I kind of need to do a couple of things, right? I need to set where I want to teleport it to. Oops. So if what do I do here? I guess I could just do an actionable. Let me just duplicate this. Why is that? I've done something horrible. So the source of the area is here, but the collision's all the way over there. Why did I do that? There's got to be a faster way to do this. It'd be under... What? Would it be under... Like, I want to say transform, but I don't see that. Like, look. Here we go. So if we put this to 0, 0. I don't want it to be 0, 0. I want it to be, what size is it? -20, -20. Okay. And now if I do this, is that right? Oops. Okay, so now if I click on this, I can move this whole thing, not just the whatever what was happening there. Okay, fix that one. Where'd the other one go? This one's still broken, but it's easier to fix because I can just delete. Oh. Duplicate. Alright, now I can just move this over here. So I actually don't want an actionable here. What I want is like a trigger. Because with the way I have the actionable set up is the player has to interact with it for it to do something. What I want this to do is that when the player hits it, it does something. So I am going to create I'm going to duplicate this scene. And we're going to call this we're going to call it trigger. So I go into this trigger scene and look at this actionable. I want to change this to trigger. And I don't want it to have an actionable script. I want a trigger script. So can I... Boop. Alright, so now we have this trigger script, which does exactly the same thing as the actionable right now, but what I wanted to do is I don't want it to start a dialogue. What I want to do is tell it to move something to a specific location. Right? Yeah. Get it here. So I don't actually need the end function anymore. So let me see. Good. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to go and grab one of these. And do an export. So we're going to put an export in here, and we're going to say var is a type of node that is called location. So this has, so if I click on this, trigger, how does this work? So I need platformer controller 2D. So if I go to trigger, oh, it's right here, dialog resource. Oh, right, it's angry because so I want to say object type of node. And I'm going to say object dot transform. I don't know how to do this. Let me think. Do move node position. Here we go. So it would be object dot position equals location dot position. Does that work? So let's go back to the demo scene, and we're going to remove just going to put this in here, move that in there, and then get rid of this. Get out of here. So if you go into spawn, if you hit spawn, it will, I'm going to duplicate those. What do I want to call this? You know what? I'm going to say this is going to be start, and this is going to be end. So in this trigger, I'm going to put the end as the location, and in this trigger, I'm going to put the, or in this trigger, I'm going to put the start as the location. And I'm going to go to this. So I don't want to start on top of it, because as soon as he hits it, as soon as the robot hits it, it's going to teleport, right? Ooh, that's a good point. If he hits it and it teleports it directly to that, it's going to just do a teleport back and forth. I guess what I could do is make it to where it's just on the inside of this. So let's just, well, let's see what happens when I do this. Nothing, because I didn't set up the I didn't change the platform controller. So what I want to say is I'm going to say if you're moving, right? And then var actionables, right? But I'm going to say triggers is, so I need to go find a trigger finder. No, I can do I can use actionable finder. Get overlapping areas. Triggers to size. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Ha! It broke. Alright. What happened? Invalid call action in base. Expected 1 arguments. Oh, right. I need to do action self. Whoa, that was interesting. Oh, it doesn't like that. I mean, it's doing something, which is cool. Like, I can tell that it's like, it's moving up. Right? So if I move... Wait. I didn't move... I'm an idiot. I didn't move this. It's still in the same spot. It was teleporting to the exact same spot. Derper, 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 derper. So what I can do, or, interesting, if I move it above that, I don't want to do that. In fact, I want this to be able to hit even though it's jumping. Why isn't that scaling? Oh my goodness, what did I do? Okay. What if I just... Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Let's give that a try. Oh! I think it just works. Nope. That doesn't really work. And also it needs to be like over here. It's almost right. Right? I guess what I could do is have it be the position minus some amount, like 32 or whatever. Ow, my butt. My butt hurts. I've been sitting in this chair for too long. Oh, what time is it? Yeah, it is time to stand up and stretch. Oh, alright. I'll be right back. Hello, I am back. So this little dude is teleporting, but he's doing it wrongly. Oop! I didn't mean to click on that. Where'd you go? So it's a little glitchy, but it's kind of working. Yeah, he falls forever. Okay. So here's what we want to do. We want to tell it oh, this is interesting. Hey, what if we move the trigger script to be further over than the actual parent? Because we have in the trigger script we have this end parent set, but the trigger is separate, and the trigger is what's determining whether or not something is going to teleport, right? So I think what I want to do is I'm going to move this over just a little bit, like here, and then move this. Why is this all the way over there? So what if I do that? So the red is where it's going to wait. I did that backwards. So I want the parent to be closer and the trigger to be further away. Why is this all the way down here? This is dumb. Shouldn't be there. Alright, so the trigger is going to be further back. Oh. No, this is off. 0, 0. Okay. So this, now that I know what I'm doing, is going to be back here. So that's where it's going to trigger, and this is where it's going to teleport to. I'm going to do the opposite. Can I auto zoom? I want to zoom to this. How do I zoom? Yeah, whatever. So the parent I want to be further back. Well, actually, no, parent I want to be closer. And the trigger I want to be... Oh, this is dumb. I set this up wrongly. Okay. the trigger I'm going to move further back. Like that. Let's see how that goes. Let's just see if it works, right? Boop. Whoa, look at that. Boop. Boop. There's a little bit of a jitter there, and I think it's because man, that's really not bad though. I think it's because it's like going up a little, right? And then dropping down. And I think that's what's causing that little bit of a jitter. So let's move this. So where is our dude? I really want to be able to just like, hey, that's how you do it. Okay, so I want this. I want to see what this looks like. Where is the transform? So it's going to be 304. So these should be 400. So this should be 400. And this should be 400. All right, let's see how this goes. So, boop. Oh, that's really smooth. Like, I think the only thing that's making it noticeable, man, I mean, is the difference of the size of the squares, right? But also, like, the floor is jittering a little bit, like it's moving a little too far back and forth. So I'm going to make this a multiple of 16, or 32, right? So the y has to be a multiple of 32. So what is... Let's get the calculator out. Good old calculator, because I can't do these calculations in my head. So we got 272 divided by 32. 8.5, so it's like right in between. So let's make it 32 times 9, 288. Right? And we can actually just, we can move this trigger to be right next to this. I think that's fine. Oh, and this should be 32, not 40 in size. Let's make this make sense. Make this make sense. Oh, those don't have sizes. This has a size. Layout. Transform. I'll make this 16, 16, oops, negative 16, negative 16. I'm going to do something similar with this. So instead of 20, we're going to make it 32. Shape, rectangle. How do I make it? This doesn't have a layout. It just has a position. How big is this? How do I make it exactly 32? Is it part of this? Position, scale. Is it texture? No? C index? Transform? You know what? I'll just make it match this. So make that 0. 0. Interesting. That looks like the right size now. Transform 32, 32, 16, negative 16. And this we can just move right up next to it. Oh, nope. The trigger, we can move right up next to it. And I guess we can move it down. Sure. And this, we want to move this right up next to this. One more. All right, let's see how that looks. Well, that was awkward. That was a weird bug. Okay, so that's... Okay, it needs to be more than... It needs to be further away because it's getting stuck. Finder smaller. So we're going to call this trigger finder. And I can reduce this size. Oops. So I can make the trigger finder smaller so that it only triggers when it hits it. So we don't have to have this gap here. So we can now move the trigger right next to this. So we're going to just say negative 32. Did that not work? Oh, right. And then this one, we are going to say this trigger can be 32. All right. Let's just try it. Let's see if that works. Oh wait, no. I know it's not gonna work. I'm dumb. I have to go back into the platformer controller script, and I need to create a new finder for the trigger finder. And we're gonna call this trigger finder, and then down here, where'd it go? Here we go. We want the trigger finder instead of the actionable finder. We're going to use a trigger finder, and the trigger finder needs to be on collision layer 6. Okay. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Why is it doing it backwards? Okay. It just ignores it. Why does it ignore it sometimes? So sometimes it misses it. And I think it might have something to do with the size of this, like it's skipping over it. So let's just make this bigger. So we do like that. See if I broke this. Nope, that still works. Great. That. It's strange that sometimes it works I think it has to do with how... So it works when I do it back and forth like that, when I've recently pressed the button. And it works when I... I don't know. I'm gonna have to like play around with this because it's not making sense that sometimes it doesn't work. Just skips it. That's weird. Oh, I guess I could do something interesting here. Instead of setting the full position, I could just change the Y? Or the Z, the X? Let's see if that works. Because it does more of the jittering when I finish this sentence. It does a little jittering when you're jumping through the portal. So I want to get rid of that. So it would be in the trigger. .x. I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, that works. So yeah, that works. Yeah, that is very... I mean, it's jittery because I'm bouncing. I might try to mess with this. I want to take a look at this camera settings because I want to make this like 30. Whoa, that was weird. It really doesn't like the position smoothing. That looks so weird. Okay, maybe not. I don't know what this does. That's actually exactly what I wanted it to do. So I wanted it to leave like a dead space. That's exactly what I wanted to do. It's 2.5. It's almost noticeable, more noticeable than... Is that a bad thing? Because I like the ability to move around the screen a little bit. Maybe even a little more than that. Maybe like 7.75. Maybe I don't understand. -1? What does that do? Horizontal offset. What does this do? I don't think that does what I thought it did. I think I need to do the margins. I think I need to make these all 0.1. Is there a way that I can visualize where this is? Editor. Yes, that's what I want. Okay, so let's make that 0.9. Maybe not that far. Just, oh, I got the hiccups. Let's try that. Go. Yeah, that feels better. Because then you can move around. Oh, I need to do it vertically as well. So now, oh, that's actually great when it works. Okay. Yeah, look at this little guy. He's bouncing around. Oh, that's great. Okay. I need to work on this situation because it almost works. These triggers almost work, but they don't work all the time, and I'm not sure why. And those are the worst things to like try to debug. See, like it just went straight through, and there's no real reason why. Well, now it's working every time. Maybe it's only an issue when it's first starting up or something? management, anything in the debugs, profiler. Nothing. Okay. Well, that looks great. I'm really happy with that. I'm happy with the tile set. I think I'm still going to play around with it and try to make it better. Might get back on tomorrow and do just that. But for now, I'm calling it a night. I'm getting sleepy. Thanks for joining me. Bye.